We missed a day and the market just decided to go a little bit lower, huh? So welcome back, guys. Welcome back, Steve.
Welcome back, Matt. I'm so happy to be here. I'm traveling with my family. We're visiting Michigan. We're visiting our friends in Michigan, and we're going to get to see. There's like no snow in Durham. There hasn't been snow in Durham like for 2 years now. It used to snow all the time when I was a kid, but my son wanted to see snow, so it looks like it's going to snow on Thanksgiving Day here. I'm excited for the white stuff,
Very good.
like a person that's never lived in the north.
Nice.
Uh, let's see. Oh, I missed Max though. Max, we flew, so we left Max at home with our people.
The dog.
Watching the house and stuff. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, Dan Crab writes, "You guys don't do a video for a single day and look what happens to the market." LOL.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's going on here?
Good morning, everybody. We're doing the pre 8:30 banter, so that the people that are just joining us at 8:30 will have time to watch Matt's YouTube commercial because he's monetized now,
Yeah.
and then also get in on the show.
Oh, we see some requests. MSTX reassurance, please. MSTR. Please.
Oh yeah, we're going to do it all. We're definitely going to do it.
Yeah, we can just start with Bitcoin today,
Yeah,
though,
absolutely.
simply because it'll relate to Bitcoin as well. So
Yes. Looks my chart is up right now, isn't it?
yeah, your chart's up first. We can start with your chart here. It is.
I just want to show everybody that Bitcoin, it's on double secret probation, like from Animal House. You can see right here, price action. We were stuck here for what felt like a long time. These are 4-hour candlesticks, but between 85,000 and then 93,500, and then just oscillated for a while. And look where the oscillations kind of ended up sticking, and then forming a new little triangle inside of here, and then breaking out is Matt's support test that he called at 91,100. And then what we did was we roared out of this consolidation triangle, and then like everyone started front running, like selling. There are all these sell orders for Bitcoin at 100,000, right? And then like those weren't getting filled, so they'd like lower their order, and they're like, so, okay, I'll sell it for 99.99. And then, but no, that wasn't. They front ran each other, and they just made the whole thing never reach 100,000. Came back down, and now we're here, and it's going back for, or it did go back for Matt's support test at 91,100, and it came just short right here at 91,446. It looks like. But here's the cavalry. The ultimate support test is if it does get a perfect touch of Matt's 91,100, and it may not. They might be front running that as well. I'm sorry, wait. I'm stealing some of Matt's words because he was telling me this earlier.
Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, yeah.
But basically, I just think maybe price could have a little trouble getting over it. Does one last wick down to actually touch it, and then we go up. And when it does,
yeah.
Go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I could see that. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm done. You do yours.
Oh, okay.
I see a God candle coming out that will go over 100,000. It'll just keep going.
Yeah, so this is the chart I've been showing a lot, and I made a post a couple days ago on X about which comes first, 102 or 93, and it looks like 93 came first. And ultimately, a wick down to this 91 or even through it. What's that?
Oh, can you repeat that? Your voice went out for a second.
I think it's yours because I can't really. Yeah, I can't really. Sometimes your connection is not that bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is really a possibility to come back down to the 91,158 and maybe wick through to back test it. So it's not a guarantee. It did really try before I woke up this morning. It tried really, really hard to get down there, but it only got to 91,412. So I'm not sure if it's really going to go lower than that or just people are front running it or whatnot. But it's almost at that high time frame support. Right, so that 93 I mentioned, it wasn't really the high time frame support. This is the high time frame support. That 93 was kind of like a 4-hour support, but this is the high time frame support that I'm really focused on. And will it hit? Will it not hit? I really had a good opportunity already, so I'm not sure if it will. But like Tracker said, it could roll back up and then flush back down and just hit it. So with that being said, my MicroStrategy, we can go to the 4-hour chart here for MicroStrategy, and we can see that when Bitcoin went down to that 91.4, MicroStrategy still did not make a lower low from this wick right here. So does that mean it needs to come back down to the 339.67? I don't know. Like maybe if it doesn't make a lower low when Bitcoin goes down and backtest support, then this might be all it gets, right? This might be all the pain. So I'm not so convinced that it needs to come down to 339 yet, but if Bitcoin does want to wick a little bit further down through this 91 or maybe go to the 90 or 89, then it's possible for MicroStrategy to get to the 339. But it's holding up relatively well right now, and I think I'm just watching this previous low right here, 372 even. If 372 even holds on a 4-hour basis, then I think this really has potential to be the bottom here. But I guess ultimately it always just depends on Bitcoin. So just take that as you will. But I just am noticing some relative strength on MicroStrategy that it's not making lower lows, even though Bitcoin is going back to test support. So for those waiting for lower lows on MSTR, I'm not so convinced yet that they will come. But a back test of that 1.414, because it was a resistance, back test to support, it would be perfectly healthy and normal. So don't count it out just yet. But right now, I'm seeing some relative strength for MSTR.
Oh, sorry, you're right. My connection is kind of cutting it out. Is my voice coming through okay though?
It cuts in and out a little bit, but right now it's fine.
All right. It's just it's the Wi-Fi that I'm on here.
Okay.
So let's see. Here's my MicroStrategy chart up here, my 4-hour chart, and you can see again back here, it did this triangle thing where it formed that same triangle that I just showed you on Bitcoin. MicroStrategy ran 3 and 388, and then it got its God candle and jumped out of the triangle, and it ran and ran and ran and ran, and then Matt and all his followers successfully sold right at the top here near this 548.20. I did not have my chart set up quite right. I had it set up larger, and I missed that as the being the wave 5 top. It's been doing the ABC retrace. It's really tight. Like I have to go to like the 1-hour chart and show you. Like here was the so basically the extent to 216.89. So basically from the high of $548 back to this wave 2 bottom right here. You see this? Whoops. You see this little spike right there. That is a really good wave 2 bottom. Like when you see one of these fast spikes. Anyway, so that was the wave 2. Wave 3 and 4 took place inside this consolidation triangle. Ramped to the wave 5 here, $554. And the typical ABC retrace 618, and we got that. We got a really fast 236, or sorry, the 382 right here. I'm gonna have to really pull it out. There's that 382, the 236, and it's at the 50% retrace right now. And that could hold. Like when stocks are really bullish, they don't go to the 618 or the 764. They like everyone just like piles into the 50% level and takes it back up. So like Matt said, that could happen. If we do get a full retrace, a 61.8% typical retrace, that'll take us to $343.45 for MicroStrategy.
Yeah,
and if it wants to get
which kind of coincides with my 339 as well. The 343, it's basically the same zone.
Exactly.
Right there. I see a question about small stash to deploy, which is better, XRP or XLM? Well, for me personally, I am an XRP junkie, right? I have been for a while now. So with XRP, let's just pull in my chart. I think the monthly candle is what I'm focused on, and it's only a 168, And when you look at XLM monthly candle, it's a 378% monthly candle, and it smacked its resistance of its GAN right there. So I think XRP has more room to go, right? And it has more catch up to do. I don't know why XLM likes to blast off more than XRP, but that is the case. And so I do prefer XRP, especially at 130, exactly where it keeps on bouncing off of. You can just go to a 4-hour chart and you can see, look at this 130 zone right here. It keeps on holding as support and follow the trend until it's broken. So the trend is your friend right now. So this 130 zone right here could be all
That's
you
right,
see.
Matt. The trend is your friend. XRP.
But yeah,
was such
I'm
a
an XRP
squeezy,
guy,
squeezy.
and yes, it is extra squeezy.
It was extra squeezy for so long because it was under the thumb of Gary Gensler and the SEC. So, and now he's on his way out, and this thing is ready to run. And I've got this thing going to $9. It could go. The 238.2% fib would be $8.18, and if it went super bullish, and that is at about. I can't. Let's see. Wait, I gotta take this. These are weekly candlesticks. This is a very rough estimate, but nah, I can't even go by that. Never mind. Don't worry about timing. Just know that this thing's going to go. It's going crazy up, and it doesn't even. But the cycle doesn't top out until $8 or $9, which is funny because I think Matt's got something very similar.
Yeah, it's about 8 to even more than that. So yeah.
All right, let's see.
I see GME as a request. I'll just do it real quickly. And I've
What
been
do you want to do
posting
next? Yeah, go ahead.
GME. And I just see that I've been posting this on X, and GME, it's been following this blue angle for a long time here, and it's still resistance. It was a support, flipped to resistance, and guess what? It's still resistance. And now the top of that angle today in the 4 hours sits around 29.54, maybe 29.60 or so. So it tried to break out above, but then it got rejected with the following candle just right back below. So I would love to see consecutive candles close, 4-hour candles close above that. And that would give me the confirmation that it's really ready to send higher. And until then, it's just going to be stuck under as resistance, and nothing else has changed yet. So it's getting more and more bullish, but it can't break this resistance for some reason.
And then I've got my technical GME chart I can show. It's the same chart you guys have seen, week after week, because nothing's changed about it. We haven't made any lower than $17.57, so it continues to be valid. Feel free to take a screenshot of it. I see it as going to $71 next, with a pullback to $44, up to $114, back to 87. The whole thing doesn't fall up $10, and 87 can hold up. Then it will go to 184, and that's just how math works. Basically, if it doesn't fall apart at the 2 or the 4, then you definitely get the 3 or the 5. I'm sorry, wave 2 and wave 4 versus wave 3, wave 5. That's my GME prediction. It's exactly the same ever since August 5th. Oh yeah, August 5th. What happened then?
Yeah.
Can't remember. It was so long ago.
So many people are talking about MicroStrategy still. We just talked about it. And Connell. You got Connell, or we got some minor requests too going on?
Yes. You know what? Let me just do MSTX real quick because I've been telling people to buy this, and so I feel real bad when I'm like, I did miss that top, and now, oh my God, please don't sell at the bottom. This is almost the bottom. Don't sell. Hang on to your micro. Buy some more. I'm sorry, not financial advice. I'm buying more. I'm buying again because when this thing bounces, it's going to be epic. Let's see, on the 8-hour. So again, we just went over how I thought it was going to go with MSTR. MSTX very similarly. Well, actually, it's lost its 50% retraced to back at 40 from $224 back to $40.89. and it's closing in on its 76.4% retrace, which does look really ugly. Maybe it's done. Maybe it doesn't go below this moving average 75 right here at $90.98. But if it gets a panic wick, $84.32 should be the 76.4% bottom. And after that, let me go up to 8 hours. I see this coming back up. My next target above is $244.63 now. That's 190% from $84.32. Then test back to 164. And I'm sorry, I didn't put the yellow numbers in this one yet because I wanted to make sure it actually bottomed before I started telling people like all these extra numbers. But basically, you can look on the right side here where it, 244 next, back to 164, up to 374, back to 294, and then on to $584, which, oh my God. Price is already higher than this early this morning when I did this. I had this line right here. From where we are now, it's 475% higher than where we are right now to do the wave 5 top. There you go. That's my MSTX to let you guys know. This is the bottom. Please don't sell the bottom. Not financial advice. And then, I'm sorry. And then you want coin or Kano or both?
Yeah. Before you do Kano, I'm just going to show my coin chart real quick. And for all you need to know about ConL is Coinbase. And Coinbase is really, really fine. So it's just getting rejected by this 886 over and over and over again, which is 318.95 on log scale. But the focus here is it broke out. You can see this candle back here on the 11th of November, that week of the 11th. It gapped up. I almost closed the gap, not quite, right? But it's been closing weekly candles above the previous high week after week, the previous high of March of 2024. So that was 283, and it's closed every single candle above that 283. So this is a higher high, right? Higher high. Market structure is gorgeous. Not only that, you can see the little dotted line there. That is the pre-market price of $299. It's still just building a base now on top of my ARC, and it's doing like what Tesla did back in the day, build a base on top of the ARC. So we don't know how many weeks it's going to build that base, right? It could do quite a few more weeks, but it's also just a giant bull flag. So no matter what, this is a super, super duper bullish development, really, really bullish. And people are just impatient, right? They can't see like, oh no, this is going down. No, every day it's just going down. But actually, it's just building a base at a higher level, and this is fantastic for continuation. So I myself am accumulating more ConL, and I do want it to go lower so I can buy more. My last buy, one of my last buys was around $51 for ConL. So to get a little bit lower, it would have to close that gap, and I'm not sure if it's going to do that, but that's the only time I would buy more ConL myself. So this is a very bullish development for coin, and I do love to see it. And even pre-market, it's still above the ARC.
I would just say, crank up your stereo, blast Nirvana's "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and in your mind, replace the word "spirit" with "support." It smells like teen support.
Fair enough.
All right, coin. Here's my coin chart. I see it is simply just working on its way. It's in wave. The major wave of the wave 3 are 5 subwaves, right? So here's your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4 is done. Now it's consolidating inside the wave 4, and when it's done, it'll finish, and we'll get the wave 5. It's a wave 3 sub 5 move that takes it up to 426.19. And that's what I've got, because it really looked like it wanted 100%. Oh gosh, maybe this is not bullish enough. Maybe this really should be the 236. I'm gonna change coin. 285 is my next target for where it is right now. So that means if you buy it at this very moment, then it should give you another 60% higher, 60 to 61% higher to 485 and 72 cents. Then we'll go on. Oh, good.
No, you already said you got to trademark that line. Smells like teen support.
Smells like teen support. Yeah. And then I don't know, coin chart to make this. I don't know. I keep looking for a better one too, and it just doesn't give it to me yet. I mean, this chart's just crazy.
So it's just like I don't even need to look at a Connell chart to know that it's going to go higher eventually. It's just the coin chart to me is just saying it's telling the story. It's just stuck on a resistance. That's all, guys. Things get stuck in a resistance for some time, so it just requires patience. The whole thing is the whole thing about trading is patience. Patience.
I don't know where my fibs went, but here's my Connell chart, and it's just started. Here's your wave one, and all this is just wave two. So Connell's is just going to go mad crazy. This goes to 215.80 in about a year. About a year from now, like next Christmas rally, could be 215, and that's how big is that? 2% higher from where it is right now, Connell. So anyway, we'll see if that works out. But I think Matt called it. Like, we definitely did this thing where MicroStrategy hit that top and started to pull back, and then L started to go, or coin started to go up. He did that on your Patreon. And I wasn't paying attention hard enough at the moment. I was distracted. Other stuff, not financial.
Yeah, things are looking good. Oh, I think we should do Tesla next.
Oh, yeah. Tesla.
People are also worried about some Tesla.
Don't worry, everything's fine. Whatever you do, please don't sell support. Don't be a retail.
Don't be a retail.
Don't be a retail. Don't sell support. Buy at support.
Another trademarked quote right there. Don't be a retail.
Don't be a retail. So you are here, and what did it do? It kind of, after building this triangle here, it came back, tested the top of the triangle. Though, probably doesn't need to do that. It could do this though. It never made like another touchdown here. So this could be it. This could be the bottom. It could be forming this flat triangle where it just, it can't make a lower low, keeps hitting the same resistance, and then boom, it pops at the top of the triangle. So anyway, it's simply for me from now, Tesla is just on its way to its predestined destination to retest the all-time high. Based on my fib levels, it's going to miss the very first attempt. So instead of 414.50, I think we get to like 412. If it builds a base under here, and if it doesn't build a shallow base, then maybe it could do something drastic. But it doesn't have to. I don't know. Tesla's just so crazy now. But I see it, after it does break out over 414.50, my next target above. Oh, right, is that big melt up thing where it just goes to not even on this. This is the wrong chart. It's like the one that I've been posting, the one where I predicted where it would be by like July 5th. That one. That's some with a different number. I really have to go back to my own profile. Excuse me. Well, anyway, you guys have seen it because it went viral. That post is all over the internet now, all over X.
Oh yeah.
I would pull it up, but it's on a completely different chart since I changed computers, it doesn't have. I don't have easy access to it. I've already wasted enough time. Tesla's just bullish from here, so just look forward to. Maybe you'll get a chance to sell a little bit into resistance when it comes up towards that 414.50 high. I don't know exactly when it'll take place, but it's imminent.
Yeah. So with my Tesla chart here, I'm gonna just pull it up real quick. And I mentioned on my video that I made on Friday, I do this for the public, for everybody, for free. And I said that from my GAN, that I built here, it hit resistance, right? And that resistance was 358. So I did mention that, guys, it might be a challenge to get above that. And when I put on the fibs back there as well, we can see that I thought I was going to maybe just stay in this range, like the 347, maybe to 358. And so far, it is doing that. I did mention a wick below. It is doing a wick below. So the goal is still to close above this 347.58 to try to build it as a higher base, right? To go higher and then smash through that 358 level. So that is still the goal. Nothing has really changed because the week just started, guys. The week just started yesterday. So anything can happen during the week. I always say that. Anything can happen. It can come down lower. It can come up. It can do whatever. But I'm focused on weekly candle closes on Friday. And that still has not changed my thesis at all to try to close above 347. Now, if it doesn't close above 347, then guess what? It's just back in the same range it was the previous weeks, just the 321 and the 347. So this is not a bad thing. This is still basically the same range, even though it's quite wide, and it's never really been there before in the past couple years. So this would still be building a base at a higher level. It would be, no matter how deep it goes, down to 320, down up to 340, 350. It's all the same zone, really, and it's still super bullish. And not only that, I'm going to show you some Bollinger Bands here. The 340.97 is the top of the band. Pre-market, it is below it. So I'm going to assume that the Bollinger Band wants to keep it as support. So I'm going to think that it's maybe going to reclaim the 340.97. Maybe it's going to just keep pushing up with price. It just wanted to back test it, right? You can just see week after week, it didn't really touch the Bollinger Band, but now it finally has. So since it finally touched the top of the Bollinger Band, maybe the Bollinger Band can push up price as support. So really watching that 340.97, but it does change throughout time as well with the movement of price. So it's not always going to stay at that same number. You just got to go look at it throughout the day, throughout the week, whatnot. So that is what I'm focused on. If it does close the week below it, then I'm going to assume it's a loss of momentum, like we saw something like right here, and maybe it'll go retest some lower levels. But so far, the week has just started, guys, and it has potential for this Bollinger Band to keep pushing it up as support. So take it one day at a time, and most of all, just focus on the high time frame here. This whole zone is super, super bullish, so I would not get worried about anything. No matter how deep it goes, still very bullish.
I just it keeps cutting out at critical points for me. It's just my Wi-Fi over here.
Yeah, every time you speak, it's like, oh, tracker. What are you?
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Let's see. Maybe I can get a plug into their Maybe I can get a cable plug in instead of using the Wi-Fi later. Yeah. So you want to do? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, no. Just the bottom line is with Coinbase, with MSTR, with Tesla, with all of them, people panic usually in really nice support zones. And I mean, you, me, Kat, we have all been saying that, like, all down here, we're all like, this is a very good setup, and it was, right? So for the patient people, they got rewarded. For the impatient people, you just transferred your money to us, and now we are enjoying the ride. So this is something that you just got to be patient. We don't know how deep it's really going to go, but this zone, I love it for Tesla. For Coin, I love it in that zone too. For MSTR, it's getting in that nice zone as well. So these are the levels that you want to appreciate or try to learn how to appreciate for the future. So just be patient with price. Be patient.
Yeah, and just look at that beautiful ascending green Gantt angle that he's got. Is that your 45 right there? Do you know? But just look at where that is. That's where, that's where price is gravitating towards. We don't know when it'll hit it, but it's coming.
Yeah, it's just got to break this 358, and then maybe it'll be 470s up there. Yeah. All right. I see minor requests. So
yeah.
You can't hear anything I'm saying.
I hear like most of what you're saying, but like I missed the critical 10%.
Yeah. Here's Mara. That's bullish. What is it doing? It's maybe back testing the angle right there. That is maybe around 2460. I do enjoy that Mara right there. And not sure if it's going to go back down to the cloud. it might just leave everybody behind. So I do like that right there. For CLSK, I'm going to do that one as well. And it's right down at the bottom of the cloud again. So it's still just building a base at a higher level. That's what these miners are doing. Most of them are doing that. They broke out of a range. They're building a base at a higher level. And if you get the pattern here, Tesla's doing it. MicroStrategy is doing it. Coinbase is doing it. The miners are doing it. Well, what does that kind of tell you? That things are going to collapse? No. Even Bitcoin is doing it, right? Go back to the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin's building that base at a higher level. Whether it goes down to 91 or wicks below, it doesn't matter. It's everything is basically doing it right now, guys. This should tell you something, that it's not a time to panic. It's a time to have enough funds to enjoy dips. So with that said, Tracker, you have some miners?
I just saw Baba, so I was gonna do Baba real quick, and then we'll go back to the miners. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But someone is requesting Baba. This one's kind of weird. Here's the wave start down here at the low of $56, and the wave one up here at $117.82, and the wave three starts down here. I was expecting to go to the 76.4 and then back to the 382. We got deeper than the 382. But I'm just going to call it a big oscillation for now. If it can stay above, draw yourself a moving average, a simple moving average 75. As long as price stays over that moving average 75, I'm still bullish on Baba. I would expect to see it. Maybe it's going to make a triangle and like attenuate in this little zone from here to here and like build a base just like that. And then once it gets off that 382.59, it should go to 149.75. And then here, just make the thing full screen so you guys can see it. You can take a screenshot for yourself to hang on to for reference. These are exactly the prices that I expect to see Baba hit, as long as it doesn't fall and make a new lower wave two. As long as 65 holds to the bottom, eventually it should do all this. So there's all the prices on the right hand side. Take your screenshot, and we'll go back to a miner. I think I just updated my CleanSpark. Did you do CleanSpark already?
Yeah, but you can go.
Oh, okay. My CleanSpark, it's an enormous chart. These are weekly candles. We see it going. It's going to take at this rate. I'm still getting used to this tool. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to bisect these or follow the top. If it follows the top, it gets there in 3 years. It'll get to $62.78. Yeah, maybe like that. So, yeah, in a few years. But anyway, we're down here at $14.95. I see it going to $25.60 is where it wants to go to next. And it's already built this base. See how it built this room? The TH2 will be support no matter what. If it does get up to 25.60, it might make it look scary. Get back to 16.82. If it wants to be bullish though, it might just come down to this 50% fib. At 1953, it could even do the $22.24. But anyway, long story short, I'm looking for 25.60 next, and eventually this thing goes to like 62. And there's CleanSpark.
All right, and let's see what else we got. I see AMD and NVDA requests.
I just want to do. Am I still on the screen?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Actually, it should at least get to $19.56. That's the 2382. So you know what? I'm just going to change this to 1956. If it gets really bullish and like melts up at the end, it could get to this 22.25. But it should definitely get to 1956 for the 238.2% fib extension. And then which one did you want to do next?
I have NVIDIA on my screen real quick. So yeah, NVIDIA, I'm kind of waiting for the conversion line to get hit, the 134.01, but not sure if it will. But that's kind of the target, because last week it did get rejected by the 2.272. I was talking about that 152.38 the whole time. And yes, after earnings, it finally hit it and got rejected. So this is looking like a breakout. getting rejected. So now in the process of doing a back test here. So I think maintaining this 134 is important. If it does lose it on a weekly close, then it would come back down to maybe the 120s again. But it's not guaranteed until if this one conversion line gets broken. But I think 134 has a good chance of holding as support. So,
usually right about now is where we like rush through and try to get like all the last charts we can, and then like
yeah,
so we have to go in 5 minutes. But this time I want to slow things down a little bit and just say a reminder that this is a holiday week in the United States. So if you're not in the U.S., this is our Thanksgiving week, and it's a tons of Americans are traveling right now, including myself. And so, one, we're not going to do a triumvirate show tonight. We're taking the week off to do holiday stuff. Low volume means more volatility. So the prices get crazy because there are fewer traders to, throw some sense into the mix, if you can see what I mean. So you get these bigger extremes on lower volume, and it's gonna be like that all week long. So just don't, if you can, buy dips, but other than that, just try not to overtrade this week because the prices are gonna look really wonky. The market's closed on Thursday, and Friday will be super low volume because everyone's out shopping Black Friday stuff. They're still in a food coma from the giant Thanksgiving meal, and that's my fundamentals / technical / psychological analysis for price action this week. When we come back next week, things will start to look a bit more normalish. But even then, it's the beginning of the week's a big travel day, couple of days.
Yeah. And I see a comment there. I sound like a cool Patrick Mahomes. And where is the Bitcoin bottom? I mentioned that already. The Bitcoin bottom could be this 91,158, right? So that is what I'm focused on. A back test there. But anyways, NVIDIA, it's looking at 134.01. Maybe I'll just do AMD real quick too, and then you can do your charts. And AMD, I'm just focused on getting back above this 786, the 140.94. So it is currently above it right now, but just close the week above it. And then, it's going to go higher. It's going to go to the 150s again, maybe 154, 155. Yeah. So the bottom, it's just in the bottoming process, finding a new higher low. And we can see that because this is still a higher low from these candles here. So this is perfectly fine. I myself was waiting for 131. I don't think it's going to get hit, but if it did, I would appreciate that. So we'll see. But 140.94 is the goal to close the week above on Friday to get more bullish.
Yeah, I've got AMD right here. It's also, it's also a very bullish chart. It looks really nice. My next target is $298.84, and we're just getting started on the way there. This is just normal oscillation. In fact, based on the way the price action looks here, I should move the timing up a little bit and just try to bisect this price action. So, again, I don't really do timing very well, but it kind of looks like it wants to peak every fifth. We'll see 300 almost. So yeah, we got some great comments like Shira Dinal saying, yeah, I'm not trading at all this week. I'm taking the week off. Already built my positions. And and Hef Williams is like, come on, guys, 150 people watching and only 2 likes. I get it because like you guys are like we're throwing out information so fast. But if you get it, just take this moment. Please do hit that YouTube like button for Matt. All this stuff goes to his monetization and whatnot. I'm a big supporter of Matt, so I'm his biggest fan.
Hey.
All right, Matt,
just
your closing
relax,
thoughts?
be patient, and let Bitcoin do its thing. Just let the charts do its thing. If they want to go retest support, just let them. If Tesla wants to hold this 340.97, then it's going to hold. If not, it's just going to go back to the same range it was in last week, right? Connell, super bullish. AMD is getting more bullish. A lot of things, they were already at support. So just take a deep breath, relax. You don't need to trade every single day. Just do what I do. Try to focus on buying support on a bullish looking chart. So that's it for me today. And hopefully your microphone can get fixed for tomorrow, Tracker, so we don't hear you go in and out.
It's not the microphone. I'm hearing you go in and out. It's awfully just
Or the internet, yeah, the internet.
But, so we're all right. So we'll be back tomorrow then.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, and that's it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not going to do a live show today. I'm hanging out here with my friends here in Michigan, and we're going to do some fun stuff. But I'll keep checking on you guys as the market opens.
All right.
Thanks so much,
guys.
and no Triumvirate show tonight. We'll be back
In a couple weeks.
next week with Triumvirate show, and Matt and I will be back tomorrow.
Yep. Thank you, guys.